own this company, and you've created this product, designed this product.
I did.
Tell me, first of all, the ultimate scorer, brand new item. We're so excited.
Not available anywhere else. This is the first time anyone's seeing this.
Anybody's seeing it out there, and you want to talk about the perfect way to score any of your projects and perfect way to cut without any tears or cracks or anything. The CutterPillar Crease is what we're talking about. The metal rule and stylus are built into this. First of all, tell me what it does, and then tell us why you created it, or maybe whatever order you want to do it.
So in my real life, I'm a paper ninja. I know all about how paper folds. I design marketing pieces. I design little boxes for companies, and I know that every paper crafter or even crafty person needs 5 or 6 great tools that they go to all the time. They're must have. One of them's a paper trimmer. Another one's a scorer. You can't fold paper without a good score. You're not going to get a good edge. It's going to crack. I'm going to talk about the way that cardstock is made. Cardstock is made with fibers, and the fibers, when they calendar this paper, they have to line up either this way or this way. So it's going to fold great this way with the fibers and terrible this way against the fibers. And so you have to put a score there either way to make it fold perfectly so it looks good.
So what we're talking about right now is the CutterPillar Crease, and that's the thing that we're offering for $34.95. What's this product going to do for us?
So if you're a card maker, you're going to use this as sort of a basic scoring tool. Let me get just a piece of paper here.
Grab away.
And you might, let's say you're gonna make a 4x6 card. So I'm gonna cut this to 8x6.
And by the way, this is the CutterPillar Crop, which you can also pick up in our show today, which is the most amazing cutter of all time.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So I'm gonna cut this to 8x6, and then I need to score it perfectly here in the middle so I can fold that and make a card out of it. So I can put it here, and I know that's, we got 7.5 now. Okay, so let's, it is 8, I'm sorry, it's 8. So I wanna come right in the middle at 4, and we're doing this upside down, so it's a little tricky.
Upside down and backwards.
Upside down and backwards, and it gives you this great crease right in the middle. So that's the basic part, and you're always gonna get a good crease doing that. The stylus is for sort of some freehand scoring. So you can see we're making this cute little purse out of this, and it's got all these score lines, and it folds down to this purse. I don't know if you can see that. So you have to use the stylus and actually get each one of these lines on one of these ridges in here. And so I like to put it on a light table. That way I can see.
So that has a built-in light inside it, or is that just
no? That's a separate. It's just a light table. You might have a light table for some other projects.
Which you may already have.
If you do a lot of other like vinyl stuff, and you can actually see where those are underneath there and score.
And the score comes with it.
This comes with it. Now, if you're doing a lot of cards, you're a big card maker, and you are going to have you're going to repeat your score over and over. This is actually how professionals score paper. This is how amateurs score papers. This is how professionals score papers.
This is how you would do. This is how you would
exactly.
do it.
So we have a steel rule that's built into this that comes up. Instead of the stylus ball going down in, the steel rule comes up. Gives you a much cleaner thing. So if I want to score a sheet on 4 inches.
And that is part of it.
I put that comes with it. I put that, click that in there, and then I can get my sheet and put it over the top here, and I can see underneath there, and then you use the other end, which is the channel end, and you go right down there, and this gives you an unbelievable, you can see that just jump right up there.
Hold that up and show everybody. That's a big difference.
That's gonna
that was better than the other way.
The other way is great, and for free handing and doing small scores, I like the stylus end. But for a real good card crease, perfect every time.
Oh my gosh. So any of you that are doing any kind of scoring or folding in your projects need to get
this. Scoring rule is the only one in the industry that's like this. I brought this from the print industry to the craft industry because I said, this is the right way to do it.
And I love it. When we talked ahead of time, he said, listen, I run this company. When I basically created this and built this out of need and a desire to get one that would be better than any other one out there. So if you utilize a lot of these in your projects, I'm telling you, try the CutterPillar and also the paper cutter too. The paper cutter
is unbelievable.
If you want to talk about it for a minute, you can talk about the paper cutter really quick because we've got that in our show. We're just not going to do a full airing on it, but really quickly, give me the good thing about the paper cutter.
So everyone needs a good paper cutter. I don't care if you're a stay-at-home mom who's helping your kids with projects, you're actually a paper crafter, you're a creative person, you need a good paper cutter. And everyone owns 3 or 4 bad paper cutters. And they are all built, in my opinion, engineered to fail. They do 3 things. They don't cut straight, they are not accurate, and they get dull too fast.
Yeah.
And I had paper cutters, and they all did that, and I hated it.
Yeah.
And so I said, well, let's fix those 3. So I said, well, let's look at how they work. And what we've said is there needs to be no tension in the cutting, the blades need to sharpen themselves, and I need a way to see the edge of the paper. We've done that with the CutterPillar.
And we'll maybe if we show it this way, so you can sort of see exactly.
Well, actually, so I've got.
Talk to me about the differences.
So I've got. This is taken off one. You can see here closely. What we've done, instead of dragging a blade across paper or pushing a rotary blade down into a self-healing mat, which a lot of the cutters do. I mean, think about what you do. You've got a really sharp, gorgeous blade here, and I'm going to jam that down into a self-healing mat. It's going to get dull the first time.
Very quickly.
And the second time it's going to be even more dull. So that's not the way to do it. The way to do it is to have blades passing each other. So we have a blade here, and then we have a blade here. And as I pull this across that gear, it turns that at a perfect 1-to-1 ratio.
Right.
So there's no tension as you pull it across. And that's kind of like scissors. You've got really good blades passing each other instead of jamming it down or one spot.
Yep.
So we have that built into that.
And you see it's loaded on there, so when it rolls, the gears actually are what turns the cutter rather than just the motion of moving the cutter.
Or the tension in the paper.
Yeah.
So the proof's in the pudding. Let's
cut something, and again, we have this available. We're going to go back to the crease in 1 second. We just want to show one quick cut here, and then we'll move on.
Just is
look at this.
Perfect cuts every time. You can take millimeters off. Look at that.
Yeah, that's
dead straight.
Look at this one.
So
that's perfect. All right, that is available if you want to get the crop. We have it available for $74.95 at 672-638. Let's do some more examples of how we can use the crease.
So like I said, I love the crease for making just cards that fold in half. You get that perfect bead on that. But if you want to do some other things, you can download from Etsy or from Pinterest interesting little projects, bring them to the crease, lay it on there, take your stylus and go to town scoring, and you can make little purses. If you're making your own envelopes, that's a great.
Which a lot of people will be using this for.
Yeah, this is a great project for that, and you get these perfect scores to make these hard envelopes.
It's so precise, even with the measurements, but it's so precise, and having this extra tool here, I think that's the big difference.
Once you try that, if you've ever tried any other scoring boards,
you'll never do it the other way.
You'll never go the other way. It's just such a perfect crease. It never cracks. It gives you that nice bead all the way across there. This you can move to any spot you want, and it stays there. So if you've got a bunch of cards, you just set it at the halfway mark and you just start scoring. All
right, well, get on board because you're going to love it. Brand new, first time he's ever showed it anywhere. If you want it, it's only $34.95. It's on FlexPay 672-597, and you'll be back throughout the day too.
Oh, I will,
You're going to be here with that cutter, which is amazing too. All right, thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
Good to see you. We'll see you again soon. Hey, guess who's on the other side of this? Anna Griffin's here. There she is. I can see her. We're coming up soon. Stick around.